So Billionaire Nicholas Pegues and Batten, aka U.S. President Nicholas, is in town, and of course, writing Republican Nicholas Pegues for State Representative 2024, the movie based on a true story. I'm watching my Democratic National Convention, and of course, they was kind of scared to give over power tonight, and of course, I am celebrated, of course, with U.S. President Joe Biden. A great night for my Democratic National Convention. It was extraordinary. So let's listen in. Nicholas Pegues reporting. President Biden, you did a great job. Nicholas Pegues reporting. Let's listen in.
Brett, and obviously I see these things.
Wait, what?
A different,
How'd you get it?
a different, yeah, good question. I see it through a little different lens, but I do observe Democrats, and the vibe I felt in the hall tonight was one of, I'll use a sports metaphor, Anderson. You may want. I'll translate.
I'll look it up
later. But it's like you're cheering for a sports team, or you love your favorite team, and you're at the end of the game, and you're way down, and then all of a sudden they start coming back, and then we're at the end of the game, and there's a comeback on. That's kind of the vibe that I sensed from Democrats in the hall. They were losing badly for months, and they were gonna lose, and they knew it. And all of a sudden, now the vibe in the hall is they feel like they've got a legitimate chance to win a game that they thought was lost. That inherently produces excitement and energy. I thought the Harris entrance was well choreographed, well done.
And you could feel what you said right there in that moment. That was a genuine electric moment.
I did think the video they played was interesting. They said, we don't want to be divided, angry, and depressed. But, we are divided under Biden. The American people, 70% think we're up on the wrong track. We are angry, and a lot of people do feel economically depressed. So that was their effort to try to divorce her from the feelings in the country. And then we had all these speakers. Some of them were, anonymous ranting mediocrities that pushed Joe Biden way deep into the night. I kind of feel sorry for Biden. I mean, they took this away from him at the pinnacle of his career. I understand why he appeared angry at times. And I thought some of the speech met the moment. Some of it, though, was very hyper-partisan, frankly false ranting about his opponent, and I understand what they had to do tonight, but it's clear to me that the Democrats wanted this to be as late as possible, and I hope if you love Joe Biden, I hope you watch closely because you may never see him again.
I want to bring in also John King. John, you've heard a lot of convention speeches, and what you made of this first night.
Well, a couple of things. When it comes to the president, Trump gets his Irish up. You could see that in the speech. He was very fiery, he was very feisty. He was giving the speech that he was hoping to give every day in this campaign. He was hoping to give, it was just noted as his acceptance speech here. He thinks to this day he can still do this again. But then there were the parts of the speech, about a third of it was the speech he realized a month ago that he had to give, which was the handoff speech to Kamala Harris, while still embracing his legacy and taking the fight against Trump, saying now it's time for somebody else to take the lead role in that, calling himself a volunteer. For me, it was interesting. We're not done yet. We still have Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. But I met Joe Biden in 1987. That was my first campaign for president, 87, 88. I was largely covering Governor Dukakis, but spent a little time with Joe Biden in Iowa. My next campaign was 1992, and I got to know Hillary Clinton, then the First Lady of Arkansas. She, of course, then went on to be a senator, Secretary of State, presidential nominee. We still have Barack Obama and Bill Clinton to go, but this was the first chapter in the transitional handoff. You heard Joe Biden at one point talk about the assault weapons ban he passed with Dianne Feinstein. She is gone now. Her replacement in the Senate spoke tonight. Nancy Pelosi just released a book. She's here. She's very high profile, but she's the former speaker now. So this giant generational change in the Democratic Party that has been fomenting for a long time is starting to come into focus. Vice President Harris came on stage tonight. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was part of it. A lot of younger Democrats on the stage tonight too. So it's a little bit of both, but today was the first page, if you will, in that chapter. And by the end of the week, it's the Harris Party.
Now, the arena here is emptying out. We're going to be staying on.
So Nicholas Pegues reporting, all we have is a line, and I guess, I am the Ted Kennedy to President
Biden. The key convention
Nicholas
moment tonight, and
Nicholas Pegues and Batten, aka U.S. President Nicholas, is in town. Thank you.